The Minotaur. The Minotaur is a bull-headed humanoid designed for high-impact close-quarters combat. In Percy Jackson, it functions as a regenerating shock attacker, known for generating lethal force through charging and grappling. Its introduction occurs in The Lightning Thief, where it targets Percy's group during their escape to Camp Half-Blood. The creature's attacks rely on weight, momentum, and horn-based strikes, giving it the ability to incapacitate a target with a single hit. Its limited intelligence makes it predictable, but its raw power compensates for the lack of strategy. When destroyed, the Minotaur reforms in Tartarus, allowing it to return to the mortal world fully restored. Percy defeats the creature by using its momentum against it, demonstrating the vulnerability monsters have when their own force is redirected. This encounter establishes the danger level associated with frontal monsters. Even without advanced abilities, their physical output is enough to kill demigods immediately. In later battles, the Minotaur operates as a frontline breaker in Kronos' army. Its role is to disrupt formations, absorb weapon strikes, and create openings for more versatile monsters. Its ability to reappear repeatedly after destruction reinforces its threat potential throughout the series. The Furies. The Furies are underworld enforcers assigned to track, punish, and retrieve targets on behalf of Hades. Their danger comes from their mobility, persistence, and authority to act directly under divine command. In The Lightning Thief, they pursue Percy across multiple locations, demonstrating that certain monsters can attack without territorial restrictions. The Furies combine reconnaissance with sudden aerial strikes. Their ability to disguise themselves as mortals allows them to infiltrate public spaces before revealing their true form. In combat, they use whips, claws, and high-speed flight to attack from angles that are difficult to block. When destroyed, the Furies reform in the underworld, retaining full memory of their target. Their presence establishes the threat level of underworld agents. They can appear anywhere, follow targets indefinitely, and act with legal authority granted by Hades. Their pursuit of Percy shows that some monsters do not withdraw or disengage unless commanded. Throughout the series, the Furies retrieve escaped souls, escort underworld entities, and intervene when divine law is violated. Their ability to reform and return ensures that once marked, a target remains at risk until the Furies are recalled. The Hydra. The Hydra is a multi-headed serpent creature whose primary danger lies in its regeneration rate and multi-directional attacks. In the Sea of Monsters, the Hydra reveals its threat level when each severed head rapidly grows 2 replacements, increasing its number of attack points with every attempted strike. Each head operates independently, allowing simultaneous offensive pressure from several angles. The creature's venom is corrosive and capable of burning through most materials, forcing demigods to maintain distance. Conventional melee tactics increase its threat rather than reducing it, as removing heads multiplies the danger. Defeating the Hydra requires eliminating its ability to regenerate. In the series, this is achieved using Greek fire, which neutralizes the regrowth process and destroys the creature entirely. This reinforces a core rule. Some monsters are immune to standard combat methods and require specific countermeasures. In large-scale battles, the Hydra serves as a siege monster capable of overwhelming defensive positions. Its escalating attack potential makes it one of the most lethal regenerating creatures in the franchise. The Manticore. The Manticore is a hybrid monster with a human-like upper body, a lion's frame, and a scorpion-style tail capable of launching venomous spines. In the Titan's Curse, it proves immediately lethal by pressuring multiple demigods with both ranged and close-quarters attacks during the cliffside confrontation. Its tail can fire poison barbs at high speed, allowing it to target several opponents before they can close distance. These spines can pierce armor and deliver a paralyzing toxin that rapidly weakens the victim. At close range, the Manticore switches to claw swipes and bodyweight strikes, giving it control over both ends of the combat range. The creature's hide is thick enough to blunt standard weapon strikes, forcing demigods to aim for specific weak points rather than relying on brute force. It also has enough physical resilience to continue fighting after heavy damage, which prolongs engagements and increases the likelihood of casualties. Unlike many frontline monsters, the Manticore shows tactical awareness. It can stall, negotiate, or provoke opponents to buy time for reinforcements, and it is capable of coordinating lesser monsters during ambushes. After death, it reforms in Tartarus and can reappear in later battles fully restored. This combination of ranged defense, physical power, and battlefield awareness makes the Manticore one of the most adaptable threats Percy's group faces in the series. The Laistrygonian Giants. The Laistrygonian Giants are a tribe of man-eating giants who specialize in ambush attacks. Their key appearance takes place in the Sea of Monsters, where they infiltrate Percy's school disguised as students and then shift into their true forms to initiate an assault using explosive, flame-filled dodgeballs. Once transformed, the giants possess significant height, strength, and reach, allowing them to overwhelm demigods through direct physical force. Their preferred method of attack involves throwing incendiary projectiles capable of igniting structures and causing large-scale destruction. These projectiles detonate on impact, which limits available cover and forces rapid movement from anyone nearby. The giants' durability makes them difficult to stop quickly. Standard weapon strikes have limited effect until vital points are targeted, and their size allows them to absorb multiple hits before slowing down. Their close-range swings can disable a target with a single blow, and their ability to hurl large objects extends their attack radius across an entire room or open space. In group encounters, the Laistrygonians coordinate their attacks to corner opponents and reduce escape paths. Their combination of physical strength, ranged projectiles, and coordinated movement allows them to damage environments while pursuing individual targets. Once destroyed, they reform in Tartarus and can reappear in battles supporting the Titan army. Their ambush at the school demonstrates how quickly large monsters can infiltrate mortal spaces and transition from disguise to full-scale assault, leaving little reaction time for demigods. Hellhounds. Hellhounds are underworld tracking beasts used to pursue and strike targets with little warning. Their first major appearance occurs in The Lightning Thief, where a summoned hellhound breaches Camp Half-Blood's borders long enough to attack Percy directly. A hellhound's primary advantages are speed, strength, and tracking ability. They can cross open ground faster than most monsters and close distance before a demigod can fully respond. Their jaws and claws deliver enough force to incapacitate an unarmored opponent in one hit, and their sense of smell allows them to follow a target across long distances even after environmental changes. Physically, hellhounds absorb damage well. Standard weapon strikes can injure them, but eliminating one quickly requires precision or enhanced weaponry. Their large frame gives them the reach to knock a target down and the weight to hold them in place, which removes room for counterattacks. Many hellhounds arrive through summoning, bypassing natural terrain barriers, and reducing reaction time for demigods. This ability to appear without warning increases the risk of sudden engagement, especially in enclosed or unsecured locations. Mrs. O'Leary provides the main exception in the series. Although domesticated and loyal to Percy and later Nico, she demonstrates the same physical capability typical of hellhounds: high-speed movement, immense strength, and strong tracking instincts. In large battles, hellhounds serve as pursuit units and shock attackers. They disrupt formations, drive targets into open ground, and support other monsters by forcing demigods to shift into defensive positions. After destruction, they reform in the underworld and can return fully restored. Empousai. Empousai are vampiric servants of Hecate who use disguise and illusion to approach targets before attacking. Their first major encounter with Percy occurs in the Battle of the Labyrinth, where they reveal themselves after moving through his school unnoticed. Their physical form combines a human upper body with one brass leg and one donkey leg. This structure gives them sharp vertical jumping power, sudden directional changes, and fast closing speed in confined spaces. Once engaged, they fight using fangs, claws, and rapid burst movement to overwhelm opponents at close range. Empousai rely heavily on deception. They use glamour to appear human, delay recognition, and create openings for a surprise strike. When fighting in pairs, they coordinate movements to pin a target between them, reducing the chance of escape and forcing a demigod into a defensive stance immediately. Standard weapons can injure them, but they maintain cohesion through repeated damage until their body structure destabilizes. Fire is the most reliable method to neutralize them, as their form breaks apart under intense heat, preventing retreat or regeneration. As agents of Hecate, Empousai act as infiltrators and ambushers during wider conflicts. Their combination of disguise, agility, and close-range lethality makes them one of the hardest monster types for demigods to detect before combat begins. Cyclopes. Cyclops are one-eyed giants known for extreme strength, durability, and skilled craftsmanship. In the Percy Jackson series, they appear in multiple forms, ranging from hostile wilderness dwellers to highly capable forge workers. Their most significant early appearance occurs in the Sea of Monsters, where Percy encounters Polyphemus on the island that holds the Golden Fleece. Hostile Cyclops rely on brute physical power. Their size allows them to lift and throw large objects, crush barriers, and overpower opponents through direct force. Limited depth perception does not weaken their threat level, as their hearing and sense of smell compensate for the single eye. In close quarters combat, a Cyclops can immobilize a demigod with a single grab or strike. Polyphemus demonstrates the upper limit of their physical ability. He uses boulders as projectiles, tracks intruders with non-visual senses, and manipulates the environment to confine opponents. His island territory contains traps, narrow paths, and blind corners that allow him to leverage his strength despite his lack of speed. Not all Cyclops are hostile. In the series, many work under Hephaestus, creating weapons, armor, and automatons. These Cyclops possess high intelligence in smithing and engineering, though their physical traits remain unchanged. Tyson, Percy's half-brother, shows how quickly a friendly Cyclops can construct shields, repair damaged equipment, and withstand blows that would severely injure a demigod. In battle, Cyclops function as heavy infantry or siege units. Their strength allows them to break defensive lines, lift large debris, and withstand sustained weapon strikes. When destroyed, they reform in Tartarus and can return in later conflicts. Drop a comment with the monster you think is the most dangerous. Thank you for watching till the end. Please like and subscribe so I can bring you more videos like this.